Hello, Angie.
Hello, Desi.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. Are you ready?
As ready as I'm ever going to be.
Ready for another Wednesday of community
Woohoo.
catch up?
Catch
Where,
up, not catch up.
yeah, community catch up.
Hmm.
We are your condiment to to life.
To life, yes.
Hello, Melania. Man, boom. As soon as we
Is
go
she
live, she's
on
on here.
already?
How's it going? Hope the girls are well and your awesome husband.
Yes.
Everybody's well and healthy. So we have a special treat today. I'm gonna give it everybody about a minute or so, maybe 2 minutes to log in here, and then we'll get going because we got some cool stuff to be talking about today,
Yeah.
and a special guest.
I'm so excited.
So excited! So before we start, I think we're live now everywhere. I want to let you guys know, and Andrew can let you know at the very end, that today is the last day for kids camp.
Yes.
So, Angie, I know you work with the students. You don't necessarily work with the kids. And I know I have my two kiddos, Noah and Eden, that have signed up. We signed up, I think, 2 Sundays ago.
Good.
But what do you know about kids camp this year?
So I know that it's online. I know that it's super flexible. You're getting, those that signed up are going to get a bag full of crafts to do during the week. And really, you can do it at any time that is convenient for you as a family. You can, both parents, one parent, older siblings can do it. And so it looks like it's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah, we're looking forward to it.
Mhm.
Gonna have to just do a little drive-by, I think, on Sunday to pick up the
Yes.
materials.
So I believe on the registration, you indicated which campus, and that's where you go. But if not,
Go ahead.
no, if you don't remember, I'm sure you can email Addis Torres, and she'll let you know.
Yeah. So today is the last day, and I know they had prepped a certain amount of bags, and we're super excited that we have surpassed that amount. So,
awesome.
The fact that it's online and we're not limited by space, I guess we can go the number can be as high as it wants to be for registration, but it does end today. So if you haven't done it, or maybe maybe you don't have kids, but you're an aunt or you're an uncle or you're a grandparent, and so you have little ones at home that are in preschool to elementary, get them to sign up for kids camp. So go to christjourney.org/events. I'm sure it'll be there. And you guys can sign up and get ready. But this is not the day for
family ministry.
For family ministry stuff. I was going to say for young adults. No, for family ministry stuff. Today is community catch up, right?
Yay, groups.
I came up with a slogan. Right when we went live, we are your condiment for life. For church life. So, all right, we have a special guest today, so I'm going to stop blabbering and get off here and let Angie take it, as we are bringing in a very special lady to our church who I am honored to know and have gotten to know.
Yes.
And I'm just going to get off now, and I'll let Angie introduce her to you, because they know each other a lot better. But I'm just so thankful for her and thankful for how she has, stepped up and stepped into leadership in the church. And we have her here today because she has a group that is open and available to any lady that might want to jump in, even right now as we speak. So I'm going to get off. Rosa, bump me off and let Meredith in, and we'll keep going here.
So everybody, I want to introduce to you my friend Meredith Kunsky. She is an amazing woman of faith. I am blessed to know her and to call her my friend, and serving alongside of her for many, many years now. We've known each other probably over 15 years. We've been able to watch our kids grow and support each other over the years through that. So welcome, Meredith.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. It's nice to see you. Even if it's not in person.
I know. It's so nice to, fix your hair, put on some makeup, and look like a normal person.
From here up. you know?
Yes, exactly. We won't stand up because I think we're both wearing pajama pants.
Yeah.
But Meredith, so I just wanted to thank you so much for joining us today, and just being with us and sharing your heart that you have for the ladies of our church, and for those that come to visit our church and are new to our church. How long have you been coming to Christ Journey?
Well, I started coming in the late 90s. I had just moved to Miami looking for a church. My brother was living here at the time, and he came to a church service, heard Pastor Bill, and he said, "You got to come and come check out this church. It's great." And so I came, and actually, first thing I did at the church, give a shout out to Pageant. If you were in Pageant in the late 90s, I probably made your costume, tailored your costume, altered your costume. But so I started doing that, and then I've been here ever since.
Awesome. And let me ask you, how long have you been a part of a group?
I was thinking about this actually, that I have been a part of a group now for almost 15 years. So when I first started coming, I didn't join a group right away. But after my daughter was born, I transitioned to being a stay-at-home mom. I don't have family here, so I was really looking to find something, you know, in the church or something to belong to. And back in the day, this is actually where we met Angie. There was a group in the summer called MOPS at the church, Mothers of Preschoolers, and I thought, well, it sounds like me. And let's be honest, like most young moms, I came because there was free childcare and food. So,
and it's all conversation.
Yes,
and
conversation. So I joined that with all of you guys, thankfully, and then that at the time would just transition right into Circle of Friends once school started. And so I moved into Circle of Friends that fall, and it's been 15 years now that I've been part of Circle of Friends Women's Bible Study on Tuesday morning. So yeah, it's been a while.
Yes, it has. I had the pleasure of being in a small group with Meredith when we did Circle of Friends. And over the years, as I've, transitioned from being at home, teaching my kids at home, homeschooling, all of that, and back into the workplace, Circle of Friends was such a great, just a great highlight of my week to know that I had this special time to be with the ladies that were doing life and just being supportive and realizing that I wasn't alone in whatever struggle or whatever joy or stage of life that I was going through, that there were other ladies that not necessarily all were in the same stage of life that I was in. And I loved that because I had mentors. I had ladies that had kids in college. I had ladies that had kids out of home, and gave me hope that that my little ones would sleep through the night one day, that I could send them off to school one day, that homework wouldn't always be so taxing. And that also it helped my marriage, just knowing that other ladies were going through it, or just even encouraging others through their struggles, or, again, just having the wisdom and being able to have other ladies pour into me and to be able to pour into other women, wherever they were in there, because we had college-age girls, ladies, women, I should say.
We have everything from every age, stage. I mean, we have people that speak different languages. We have people that, have been doing Bible studies for 15, 20 years. And then we've had ladies that literally go to church on Sunday for the first time, hear about groups, and show up at Circle of Friends on Tuesday morning. And we welcome them all. I mean, everyone can find a place in those groups. And luckily also, it's not just Tuesday morning. If anyone's not familiar with Circle of Friends, there's a Monday night group on Gables campus. There's a Tuesday morning group on Gables campus. And I believe there's a Wednesday morning on Kendall campus. So there's options for everyone, but it has been a blessing in so many ways throughout these 15 years. And like you were saying, Angie, there was a point when my son was born that the first 2 years were a bit of a struggle. There were a lot of health issues. We had just moved into a new house, and there were times that I'm like, if I can just make it to Tuesday morning, I'll be okay. I'll be all right.
Right.
So it's been such a blessing.
So Meredith, can you tell the ladies or the men out there that have moms, aunts, nieces, cousins, what could they expect out of a Circle of Friends Bible study? No matter if it's on a Monday night Tuesday morning or Wednesday morning. And right now we're not meeting on campuses. So what are we doing?
Well, right now everything is online, and we're trying to follow as much as possible the same format. So normally Circle of Friends only meets during the typical school year. So we would have a fall study and then a spring study. And usually you show up, the first 15 minutes or so is fellowship. We have great food. We take turns bringing food. So there's always no one has breakfast those mornings because you're going to eat really well when you show up. And then, we have worship, we have large group prayer, and then we go right into the study. And we've done studies where there's videos. Sometimes we have live teachers. It really just depends on what we're doing that study. And then we break off into small group. And one of the things that I love with Circle of Friends is that you're connected in a small group of maybe 8 or 10 ladies, but you also have the 40 or 50 other women that are coming as well to be in a large group with. So it really makes you feel connected to the church, connected to a larger group of people. So that's how it typically runs. This summer, we're still doing Tuesday morning online. We are reading Pastor Bill's book, Upside Down Kingdom, which has been wonderful. It's been great. So we're just reading straight from that book, and then there's questions at the end, and Pastor Desi has a study guide. So it's a little bit looser because it is summer, and even though none of us are really going anywhere,
right?
It is still summer. So we're meeting every other Tuesday. If anybody would like to join, there's still time. We have 2 sessions left. We have the last 2 sections of Pastor Bill's book to discuss, but there's always room. We welcome anyone. You can get plugged right in. So if anyone's looking for something over the summer, that's what we're still doing.
Yeah, I've always said that Circle of Friends is such a great way to get connected when you're brand new to Christ's journey, or you're looking for a Bible study, because it's always the feedback that I get, because I'm partial. I've been going to Circle of Friends for 19 years. I was a part of Circle of Friends when my daughter was born. And again, I went because my wonderful friend was like, hey, it's free childcare and a Bible study. So I was like, I'm there. I need it. And I remember driving. I live way out in Kendall, so not close to church. And my daughter would cry for 45 minutes as I drove in traffic to go to Tuesday morning Circle of Friends. But there was no way. I was like, you're going to cry. You're going to be fine. You'll have goldfish when you get there. Right. But mommy, for her sanity, needs some adult conversation. And I am so glad that I did that. And Circle of Friends will always be just dear to me because the community and the support and the growth, the quality Bible study, and the speakers, and just being poured into, and the prayer. I just can't say enough great things about it. I wanted to know if you would share a little bit, just going along with Pastor Bill's message series that he just finished about spiritual adulting. Some of us are in a plateau. Some of us are really comfortable of being part of a group, and yes, we're prayer warriors. We come along. We're part of a community. We're doing the spiritual parenting thing. But what about? Talk to me about that little spark that happened, that decision, that pull that you got to become a group leader.
Well, I would say, I think like a lot of people, and again, doing this for so many years, I've known a lot of group leaders. And I would say if you feel unequipped, nervous, scared, not competent, like you have nothing to add to it, but there's a little nudge that tells you, well, maybe, then you're probably exactly where God wants you to be. Right. Because that's how most people feel. You're scared, you're nervous. Maybe you're comparing yourself to a previous group leader. I mean, I've had amazing group leaders. Luckily, I've been blessed to be a part of some amazing groups and have great group leaders. And so you think that there's one standard, one way to do it, and I don't have the skills that person had. There's no one way to be a good leader. And I think if you feel that nudge, then that's God telling you, just step out and then I'll take care of the rest. And that's God putting you in the place that you need to be so that the glory is truly given to him. Amen. And that it's not about you. Because I know the couple of times that I've stepped either to lead a new group or stepped up, I was terrified. And Angie, you know, because you've seen me through quite a few terror attacks.
No.
But I think that everyone has something to contribute. Everyone has something that they can be a leader.
Mm-hmm.
And I know for me personally, when I stepped up to lead a small group for the first time, my group leader had actually stepped away. The group was changing, and I thought, oh my gosh, what am I doing? Why am I saying yes? But at the same time, I realized that I had benefited so much from her stepping up to be a leader. And I had been blessed by all of the ladies that came before me, that now it was my time to do that for somebody else. And I think that was kind of how I eased myself into it, to think I don't have to be perfect. I don't have to be the same way as somebody else. I don't have to have all the, scriptures memorized and all the beautiful prayers that some people truly have that spiritual gift.
Absolutely.
I don't claim to have that, but I had a willingness. And I think at the end of the day, it's that you want to provide the blessing that you have been, able to take advantage of. And I would say that even with, volunteering and different things at the church, we all have been on the receiving end of it, and that's wonderful. And we need that. And there are times that you need to be on the receiving end of it. But there are also times that you're at a place where you say, okay, you know what? I can provide this for somebody else. And that's what kind of pushes me and helps me get over those nerves a little bit of thinking it has to be perfect. It doesn't. You just have to be there and be willing. So that for me has been, and I would say the other thing too that I was thinking about, this is not a lifetime commitment. So if you sign up and after a year or 2 years, your life situation changes or something happens and you say, you know what, I need to step back, that's very understandable. It happens all the time. So don't feel like if I sign up to be a group leader, you have to do it for the next 20 years of your life.
Right. God calls you and he equips you. And I love that you said that you don't have to be perfect. God's not looking for perfect.
No.
And he's not looking for you to be like somebody else. We're all uniquely created and we are all given special, unique gifts and talents. And sometimes we have some special, unique gifts and talents that we're not even aware that we have until we step out in obedience. It's really not about, you learn so much when you lead a group, because and it's not like you said, you don't have to have it all together, but you're just, the Lord equips you. And when you resign yourself and you give yourself over in obedience to what he's calling you to, he does equip you and he gives you the words. And I never thought in a million years that I would be live on Instagram. Not something that I planned on doing ever.
Well, I always thought I was going to be, Broadway famous. So, this is the fulfillment of my dream.
There you go. This is the nightmare. This is my nightmare right here. But no, I just have to say that watching, one of the biggest joys that I have is, honestly, I'm a background person. I'm not front and center. That's not where I find the most joy. But what I love is watching other people grow into what God has called them. I've worked many years with students, and I see that as they come to know who Christ is in their life and they make their relationship with Christ their own. And watching women do the same thing, of realizing their worth in Christ, not in what the world tells them that they are or what society tells them they should be. It's such a joy. And to watch you, Meredith, just as my friend and step out in faith, has encouraged me to step out in faith in areas of my life that I'm like, that's not me, God. Why are you telling me to do that? I don't want to do that. So just by watching others that I've done life with over the years, step out in faith and do the things that God is calling them to do and see the blessing that comes from it. It isn't always easy, but nothing is easy.
Right.
But it is that little step, and God blesses it so much.
Right.
And you don't know what's coming. You don't know. And I love to see how God just takes control when you do that. When you step out in faith and you're just like, wow, God, I had no idea this is what was waiting for me on the other side.
Right.
But it is such a blessing. And I just want to thank you so much for your encouragement to the ladies with Circle of Friends. I encourage any of you out there that are interested in joining our group, please text. I need the banner because I'm nervous. So it's please text groups to 786-610-1010. You would think that I would know this by now after all the little songs that we did on Sunday morning church, on Christ Journey TV. Please text groups 786-610-1010 if you're interested in joining a group. If you just want more information, you want to get connected to Christ Journey, we want to come alongside you on your journey wherever you are. You could be a brand new Christian. You could just have questions about what is all this? What is Christ Journey? We would love to connect with you. We would love to help you take that next step in your walk, wherever that may be. And we have group for you. If you're a man, woman, if you're a student, if you're a young adult, if you're a young professional, an empty nester, we have groups. We are meeting online right now because, yes, we are being safe and not meeting at church and not meeting in small groups face-to-face, but we are staying connected. And our goal is that everyone feels connected. And now with this, uptick that we've got going, we're like, we thought it was going to be ending. The light was at the end of the tunnel. And, I think we're all feeling it this week. I know personally I am. I'm feeling like, okay, we thought we were going to be able to do some really fun things in person, face to face, but we can still meet. We can still stay connected. We can still encourage one another wherever we are, and no one is alone. And that is a huge thing for us. Our church wants everyone to know that we are here for one another. We love our neighbor. So please text groups at 786-610-1010. Meredith, thank you so much for joining me on this crazy roller coaster ride of Instagram and Facebook and social media. Thank you all out there for joining us. Andrea, thank you so much for joining us today. Melania and Denise and all of the rest of you that I can't see because I'm technically challenged and I haven't been able to respond to any of you, and I apologize for that. But this has been so fun. I love seeing your face, Meredith. I
miss you. I miss church. I miss Tuesday mornings so much. We'll be back. We'll be back.
We will. And we haven't gone anywhere. That's the great thing. We're just, excuse my dog, I'm sorry. She sees somebody outside. This is the joys of doing stuff home and live, and you never know what's going to happen. Right? Well, it was great having you with us today, Meredith. You did a great job, as always.
Anytime. For you, anytime.
You're the best. You're the best. Thanks for helping me out.
Bye.
Love you guys. Thanks for joining us today, Christ Journey. Share the love. Be safe.